Is fatigue right now a consideration for these teams?
Well, if it is, Kevin, then that team's going to be in real trouble when we get to February or March. This is the time to be ramping up, not wearing down.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's De Silva in at the small forward position. Good on the triple.
Just great court recognition there by Suggs. His teammates appreciate when he gets it to them when they're open.
Now, here's Jokic. Jones finds Murray. Second chance effort, and Jokic lays it up and in.
Hey, those second chance points are found money. Tremendous effort there.
Murray against Suggs. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Look, Suggs knows how to assert himself inside. You give him a lane and he will attack.
Stan, you know, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It is tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive.
And it's Jokic missing. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Magic. It's a three-point game. Pass to Carter. They double him with Jokic. Clock at 6. Here's Bane. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Stepping in from the line. It's easy money for Bane there.
Murray surveying the D. Jokic against Carter. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Suggs kicks to Carter. Banchero inside. Watson's there. Banchero outside. Shoots it up. Jokic grabs the miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
The shot's good. Jokic has got 6.
Great look for Jokic. Listen, we know he can hit the outside shot, but going to Nikola inside is a winning play.
Now, here's Suggs. Last game, 26 points. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And with the goal of improving offensively, Stan, the Magic have made some moves.
Well, this is a team that hasn't been inclined to make many trades in the past. But with the young star talent they possess comes the urgency to win now. Well, shooters shoot, and Murray is unquestionably a shooter. He's taking that look every time.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. So for the Magic, Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Orlando. Fourth in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top 3.
And I think for the Magic, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectations, but I think this team can take it to another level if they get rolling.
Here's Black. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Now, here's Brown. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Hardaway from outside. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Magic trail by 5. Pass to Bitadze to end the cold streak. Another miss by Orlando. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Brown the pass to Hardaway. Over Jones. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Brown. Hardaway has got 5 now.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Jones. And yes, it's good.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. The Nuggets lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
They've got Jonas Valanciunas on out there with Murray. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Tyson in at the 4-man position. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, "Coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it." Back to you guys.
A new school approach, if you will. Thank you, Allie. Now, here's Isaac. No scoring in this one. 6 to shoot. Jones, no luck. The Nuggets leading. A premier offense for the Nuggets, but defensively, Stan, there has been some slippage.
Well, they've had to make some tough financial decisions, letting some of their defensive-minded veterans depart in free agency over the years. They got to wonder who will step up, but it often takes young players a little longer at the defensive end.
And stay with the play, Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas takes up a lot of real estate, which helps him snag offensive rebounds.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Banchero's checked in for the Magic. Suggs comes in for Tyus Jones. second quarter. We're a little over a minute and a half in. Banchero, right side. The Magic again can't hit.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Suggs against Murray. Stan, you and, well, your whole family, masters of defensive coaching. So with that in mind, what makes a great defender?
Wow, that is a great question, Kevin, and a complicated one in a lot of ways. Number one, length and athletic ability really help you. Guys who can move their feet and have great length can cover up a lot of mistakes. But then there's the fundamentals, your ability to move your feet and great focus and determination.
Jokic finds Watson. Jokic with it. He's got 8. Just 5 to shoot. A 3-ball. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. The Magic trail by 6. Now, here's Banchero. Nothing on the board. Isaac outside. And a miss there on the triple. Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to New York.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late. Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Back to Black. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. The Magic again can't hit.
And they continue to control the glass.
Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Jones checked in for Denver. Terrific awareness among this collection of centers and power forwards. The big men averaging the most assists per contest over the previous 10 games. Jokic is second.
And these are some of the most complete players in our league. I mean, they're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing as well.
Well, that's really what the new-aged big man has turned into. They're not just bruisers anymore.
And for such a young team, Greg, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
Hardaway hits them both. And, Coach, one thing that David Adelman stressed was getting this Nuggets team in much better shape.
Yeah, it seems like they wore down in the playoffs last season. So improved conditioning and more depth potentially could help them hold up better down the stretch.
Now, here's Suggs. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Outside Hardaway. Jokic inside, defended by Carter. And Jokic gets it to go.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Banchero outside. A three-pointer, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Flexing that range, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hello, folks. Glad to have you with us. The Joker is in the building. So far, Nikola Jokic has been all business.
Right now, Joker's getting the last laugh, showing the size and skill that make him a perennial MVP candidate.
And he does it with no vertical whatsoever. It's all instincts and positioning.
And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
Well, right now for the Nuggets, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
That's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
The Magic trail by 14. And so in the game for the Magic, down low, it's Banchero and Carter. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. And it's De Silva in at the three, the small forward.
Well, watch Carter Jr.'s control. He sets a solid screen and then shifts right to his spot.
So Stan, I'll ask you, what about Desmond Bane stands out to you the most?
Kevin, I would say what stands out the most is how this guy has improved and added to his offensive game. Came into the league as basically a shooter, but now he has added playmaking and shot creation to his game. He can put the ball on the floor, take it to the basket and finish, or set up his teammates. Look, he craves that contact. Carter Jr. almost daring you to try and stop him.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Pass to Jokic. Oh, good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And then Carter with the jam.
I like the way Carter Jr. plays. He gives you the size, and he gives you the toughness.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Jokic. Goes back up. It's Jokic inside.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
Banchero looking around. Over to the wing. Pass to Suggs. Off target from three-point range.
Well, after three straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Jokic kicks to Watson. Murray for three. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Suggs, screen on Johnson. Bane, no good. The Nuggets leading by 10. Outside, Jones. Down low. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Jones. 17 points for Jokic.
Another bucket from Jokic. He could dominate scoring-wise every night if he wanted to. He is that good.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to De Silva. Here's Suggs. Off target from outside. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-Q player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Back to you.
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. The Magic in third.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
We've got 1:08 left in the third. Valanciunas against Batase. Shot clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. For 3. Najee, no good. The Magic trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Isaac outside. Howard in the post. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Shooting for Orlando. Howard. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Denver making a switch here. Holmes checked in. And he's good on the second. There's 31 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now Brown, still scoreless. 16 seconds left in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Valanciunas sets a screen for Brown. Driving in, and he gets the bucket.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And we've reached the end of the third. Denver on top, up 9. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Hardaway. Jamal Murray is out there with Brown. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Strawther in at the power forward. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Valanciunas with a screen on Bane. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Great D that time from Bane. Here's Jones. Outside, Bane. And it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets leading by 9. Pass to Strawther. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. The change for the Magic. Banchero's checked in. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And here is Murray from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
Well, Murray's a three-level scorer, but arguably does his finest work from that level.
Outside, Bane. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Banchero. Here's Bane from outside. Cleared away by Jones.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
No good there.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
The shot is off.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Now Jokic. From 11, it misses.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Johnson against Bane. Good!
Just look at the body of Bane. He's so strong, and that helps him down low.
Murray. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And you assemble an all-swagger team. Jamal Murray is on that roster.
Well, you're right, Kevin. And look, where players really gain their confidence, their swagger, if you will, in this league is when you play your best on the biggest stages in the playoffs. Jamal Murray has certainly done that. He has earned his swagger. You know, one of the things I like most about Murray is his confidence. Even if he has a rare off night, he never gets down on himself. Just keeps attacking.
Now Banchero. Banchero drives the double. Bane, and down goes the three.
You can't play lax defense on Bane because he's looking to shoot as soon as he catches it.
Murray with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Here's Jones. Outside Murray. Johnson fires. Cleared away by Carter. Bane. The three is off.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nuggets.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Jokic cleared away by Carter. Buries the deep ball. So the Nuggets win it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Let's now hear from Allie LaForce, who is courtside with our player of the game.
Nikola, congratulations on the win. What does a win like this say about your team?
I mean, we are looking for each other. We are finding it. When we start playing like we're supposed to play, we are really good. So hopefully we're going to continue to play like this.
Thanks, Nikola. Back to you guys.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.